Welcome to the Market Rundown. I'm Matt Bennett, grain marketing consultant with Channel. I'm here to talk about the three takeaways for the June planted acreage and quarterly stocks report. First of all, actually the numbers were fairly close to expectations. My first point is that we didn't have any wild surprises for the most part. Second point is that the one surprise was soybean acreage, which came in quite a bit lower than expected. And then the third thing I want to talk about, of course, is how does this impact us moving forward? What are the things to look for? And so, first of all, whenever you look at the report, actually corn acreage came in at 89.9, which is exactly what the trade expected that we were going to see. Quarterly stocks numbers for both corn and beans actually came in almost exactly where the trade thought they were going to be. So, the corn acreage number for the March planting intentions was actually 89.5. Several folks thought that the range of guesses was pretty wide. So several people thought we could have over 90 million acres of corn, maybe even under 89 million acres of corn. But bottom line is that average coming in at 89.9, and then you see that the actual number is 89.9, provided basically no information for the report, to really trade as far as corn was concerned. And so the second thing I want to talk about, though, is that whenever you look over to soybeans, it's actually a little bit different situation. And so, soybeans came in at 88.3 on acres. And so if you go back to the March planting intentions number, we actually had 91 million acres of soybeans, which would have been a record for sure. 91 million acres of beans would, plugging into some of the balance sheets, actually gave you the ability to still come up with enough soybeans to make things work, because quite frankly, we're still extremely tight on soybeans. So you throw an 88.3 figure in there, which is almost 3 million below the March planting intentions, and is actually over 2 million acres below the average trade guess for the report today. You would think that the bean market would actually be skyrocketing. And that's not what happened. Briefly, we saw the bean prices move 15 to 20 cents higher. But then ever since then, I guess, we're recording before the market closed, actually, but we've seen both sides have unchanged. And so it's been a very interesting reaction. So the third thing I want to talk about is what do you do with all this? I mean, coming into the report there on Thursday, basically what you saw is that corn was trading down 15, 16 cents before we actually released the report. You came out with numbers that met expectations, basically no surprises, bullish or bearish. And then, as I'm talking here, we're actually down 25 to 30 cents on corn. So, there's other things going on here. And I think the thing that you have to understand is right now, the weather is not viewed as concerning. It's not viewed as threatening. And so most people feel like you might be looking at, a situation where, corn actually could continue to drift lower if the weather cooperates. I mean, it is up to Mother Nature from this point forward. Same thing with soybeans. Obviously, we're closer to the critical time on corn than what we are for soybeans. But bottom line, Mother Nature is going to be holding the cards from this point forward. And so, you're still looking at quite profitable prices. We need to keep that in the back of our mind. So the 3 points, once again, that I want to break down is that essentially the report wasn't any huge game changer as far as numbers were concerned. Most numbers came in very close to expectations. Second of all, the one number that didn't, bean acreage number, didn't maybe make the market react like we thought that it would, and it certainly opens the door to several questions moving forward. And then the third thing is that we still have awfully good prices, but this report actually put a little bit of a dent in corn prices, and Mother Nature is going to be holding the cards from this point forward. So once again, this has been Matt Bennett with the Market Rundown. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them at the bottom of this video, or you can sign up for the newsletter actually on the channel website. And from there, my contact info is always posted at the end of each newsletter. So thanks for tuning in.